In this video, I will go over step by step on how you can get set up in EVMUX streaming a service to go live or even to record a video through EVMUX streaming platform. This will be a complete tutorial on how to make your lives or your videos look professional and have fun doing it. With me doing this EVMUX, this is not any paid promotion. This is just my way of showing how I use EVMUX. It is not a sponsored video. I'm just doing this to teach in this type of videos, like how-to videos and how to set up, but this is in no way, shape, or form of any type of promotion or paid promotion from EVMUX. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get to learn some more about how to use EVMUX and some little extras here and there. And so let me know what you think. I would like to mention, though, in the description below there is a referral code that if you would like to give this a try, it is a free version you can use, or you can use the basics like I am. It is a referral link to where once you use it, you can use it for the free version, and it's just a referral code to help me a little bit if you decide to get a basic plan. Alright, if you have already signed up for it and you're doing the free version, you may see a little bit of different items compared to what I have. I do use the basic plan, and we'll go over it and show you. What I have done is I've already have in this page, you will see my projects. And the reason I do them in project is just like the way I love organizing. It's just another way of organizing your shows. If you do multiple shows, for example, in this situation, I do the hump day every Wednesday, my morning shows Monday through Friday, bingo every Monday night, the rapid fire rounds showcasing of members every first Tuesday of each month, and then also do the 5 o'clock traffic jam on my other channel, which is the Cajun Roots Resellers Adventures channel. So I have everything separated for me to be able to just go directly to that project when setting up for the week. So what we'll do is we'll get started, and what I'm going to do is right here is once you create, you can create your project, a test. All right, we're going to hit create. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come over here. You can add a thumbnail. You can add pictures, whatever you would like. So let's say I want to do that, and let's say I'll do this. This is just for testing, for teaching purposes only. It's going to be too big, but you can adjust it. So what you're going to do is you can come here and adjust it if it's not big enough. This is your area of what's going to look like in that thumbnail or in that avatar for that file. So you can move it side to side. You can adjust it just like you would anything else. I want to put it right in the center. We'll do that, and we'll hit accept. Now I have a little logo for this project. Then you're going to come over here in this, and you can type whatever you would like in your description. This is for only. And then, of course, you can put your time zone here if you need to. And also, when you're adding all of this together, you're going to take and hit the word save. Now that it's saved as a new project, you do need to go in and set up where you want it to go for destination. So we're going to hit destination for this project, and we're going to add destination. That's how easy it is. You're going to click your YouTube channel and go from there. I'm not going to go into it because then I have to sign into YouTube and all that stuff. So once you click this, it'll bring you into your YouTube portion where you have to sign in. If you have multiple channels, you will have to sign into YouTube to make that a destination. Also, if you choose to do it also through Facebook, same thing. When you click Save Facebook, it's going to ask you, do you have the page, group, or profile? You're going to hit page and do the same thing from thereafter. You're going to go ahead and sign in on that platform, whether it's Facebook or YouTube. You have to sign in, and that's how your destination would put into that project. That way, when you go to create another show, every time you create that show, the destination's already there. You don't have to keep doing it over and over. And that'll save you from having to go in and do that every show. And that's how I set up my projects. All right, so let me stop here, close this, let me cancel, and I can get out of that. And I'm done. And so for teaching purposes only, that would be there. All right, now that we're finished setting up a project and we have it set up with our destinations, now it's time to go ahead and set up for a live show that you may have coming up. And you can do these in multiple batches, but this is going to be the one that I show you for this testing, teaching purposes only. I want to go ahead and set up my next show for the rapid fire round, which is January the 7th. So I'll go into that project, and then now this shows the last one I did. I'm going to do a live stream. Remember, you can either live stream or you can also hit recording and do a recording of a regular live show, or delay that last one I just said. You can either go live stream, creating your live streams upcoming, or you can also do, if you're doing like a recording for a filming of a video you want to put together, you can also do it this way. But we're going to hit live stream. We want to create. So right here, I'm going to type in my rapid fire, your rapid fire round. And of course, it's just going to be a title, round. And we're going to hit next. Now again, your destination, once you set it up, will be here. So you're going to click on that destination. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit. This is what I do every week, so I can get my settings for all my shows. I actually have my YouTube on my other monitor over here. I have one up, one over here, and then this one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my last title, because I basically do the same thing over and over. I just change the dates. So I'm going to go ahead and paste here. Then I'm going to change that to 2025. And we're going to change this to date of January 7th. Then in my description, and due to the fact that I have multiple guests of members for this particular show, in my description I do include their YouTube channel name and their email in the description in order they're going to appear on the show. I'm going to copy and paste this for now, for show purposes only. And then I will have to go in and change all those who are guests in the order. I do have them on a document that I can just copy, paste, and add and type and that kind of stuff. So I'll be able to do that later on a later date. That's before it actually goes live on YouTube. Now, when you're doing this, if it's ahead of time and you want to, like in this case, I'll have to go in and change all those that are on that show. I can also turn this in from public to unlisted or private. So I'm going to put this private for right now, but I also still want to schedule for a later date. Now in this case, I'm going to change this date, and I'm just basically what I'm doing is I'm clicking on the date. It'll give me the calendar. I will then go to the date I want to put on here, which is the 7th, hit continue, and then it gives me the time. And this one we start at 12:15 p.m. and it basically just click and continue. Now as you see, the date is January the 7th, 2025 at 12:15 starting time. Now I'm going to add my thumbnail. I'm going to go here and I'm going to go to my files, which was already there, and I'm going to click the thumbnail that I want there, and it shows up just like this. Now if you happen to have it that is so much bigger or smaller, you can adjust these by the little dots that are around the picture. If you have it set as a thumbnail, which should be the right size, it'll automatically fit into that little blue box. That's all you got to do is hit the word crop, and it added it to it automatically. And if you want to look at it, there it is. And then you hit save and publish. Now that it's done, you now have the show ready for your next show coming up, and you do this for every show. Now in my case, I would do it in every project that I'm doing for whatever show, and there it is. Your rapid fire round, the date, and then it's ready for studio. Now once this is done, you will then go into YouTube side and do all your information there. And that's how you would basically set up a show. For example, I do all my shows on Saturday morning, so I have my bingo, which is already set up December 30th. My morning shows, I have all of those set up. Just got to go into the studio and get ready to go live. Then I have my 5 o'clock traffic jam on Fridays. There it is, ready to go. So that's how you would set them up, and that's why I like doing them in those projects, so that way they're there, they're done, and I'm ready to go. Then you go to the following steps to get ready to go live. Where is it? Oh, view all projects. Why is it my morning show here? All right, so then as you see, there is my project. So all the projects you set up will be in its own file. Okay? Now, let's go into the... Where's my morning show? Please don't tell me I messed that up. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me studios. Oh, I know what to do. I gotta get out of that. Rapid fire, 5 o'clock bingo, hump day, view all projects. Rapid 5, auction, bingo. No! Your morning show. Panic! Ah! It's there. Okay. I don't know why, but it wasn't showing up. But anywho, let's say we're going to go ahead and get ready to go live. Okay? This is going to be the fun part because you can create this portion to however you see fit to fit your show that you're doing. All right, so let's say we're going to go into the morning show on the 30th. We'll click in. We're going to go into the studio. Once you go into the studio, you can create your screen name and everything you need to do to go live. For example, this is going to be your main screen. Right now what it does is going to check what camera you're going to use. It's also going to check your mic that you have set up. For right now, as you see, it's showing my webcam for the computer. I don't want that one. So right here you got your mic, your camera, and your wheel. You're going to go to the wheel, and you're going to come right here and change the camera. I want to go to my streaming. We've got to, oh, you know why? Because I'm using that camera. So what I need to do is I need to move myself over so you can see me. There we go. That's why, because I'm recording from that camera. You cannot use the same camera in 2 programs. Duh. Anywho, so here we are. You're going to connect your camera. It's going to be low definition. I'm going to change mine automatically. It does it because of the type of camera. And then you're going to go to your audio. You're going to make sure you have the correct speaker or mic that you're using. And in this case, I'm using a Yeti. And then I have all that set up. While you're in this setting, before you go live, say, for example, you have guests coming on or you open your show to guests. You're going to go right here where it says social comments. You're going to notify yourself, toast notifications for YouTube Super Chat in case if you are monetized and someone receives gives you a Super Chat or Super Sticker. And in this case, it's a Super Chat. You're going to check that box off because it's going to give you a notification on your screen letting you know you got one. Also, when you're doing sounds for YouTube Super Chats, you can also give it a sound. Make sure you check that off. And then, of course, this other one is, and I have the other 2 already done, and this one says, set a time automatically to hide comments after you have highlighted them. But I usually remove them myself. Then you're going to go to advanced settings. And here, sound notification when a participant enters the studio. You want to check that off. Also, mute all participants and feeds in the dynamic scenes, which we'll go over in a few minutes, when playing a video clip. You want to check that off. Those are your settings for when you go live. Then you also could do a virtual background. This feature is not required slowly because of my computer. I'm using my camera from my computer, so it's a little slow, so it will not allow me to do that. But you can provide better performance when using a different feature. Then you also have your hotkeys. You can set these and you want to. You don't have to. Then you have your audio. You want to make sure you do have the echo cancellation on, auto grain control, background noise reduction. Those all need to be set up and checked off. Then you have the high resolution quality, which is 320 kbps, or you have your stereo audio input, and that's if you're doing other sound bars and things like that. Once that's done, you got your camera all set up. I'm right here. I'm on the other camera because I am using that one to record this video. Once you're done, you can close it. You're done. Then you can hit this to enter the studio. Once you enter the studio, you're going to see everything you see here. In this case, even though I'm up here in this corner, I'm going to be down below that way on the screen, and it'll show my other webcam, which is on my laptop that I'm filming from. So before, you see right now it's got a blank screen. This is the creations that you can do. Right here, first of all, if you are a guest and you have others on the show with you, they can do this as well as a guest. There's a little circle right there with an arrow facing in a V, like an arrow down. When you click that, it'll enlarge everything on the screen for you. That way you don't see everybody on the cameras down below, and you have yourself full screen. That helps you see better when you're doing this. Now, the easiest thing about this is, for example, if you are on the free version of this EVMUX, let me see if I can move you to the middle now, because I want you to see things as I'm doing this. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and add my logo because I am on the paid version. If you are on the free version, you would have to leave the EVMUX there, and it's automatic. So, for example, I can upload. You can take all your files and upload your files into that project. Once you do that, they are there. You just have to bring them into the show when you're ready to go live. So in this case, I don't have anything to add because it's already there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my logo. It's already here. Once you add it, it automatically brings it here. So for example, if you had the EVMUX free version, that'll have to be at the top right here. It's automatic. You can't change it. But I can turn around and delete that one. I'm on the basic plan. And I can add this to the corner. Now you see it automatically defers to the larger font, or the picture itself, which is 40, size in the 40, number 40. I'm going to take and scroll my little button down, and I'm going to shrink it. As you see I'm doing that, it also shrinks it right in that little corner down there, and it makes it smaller. That takes care of your logo. You're good. Now you want to do video clips. Now, right now I'm doing everything in this dynamic scene. Pro Scenes is a whole nother video, but I can do that later. But right now I'm doing the basics. This is what I do every show to make it easy for me. I like to work smarter, not harder. Now, if you're doing a big production, then the Pro Screen will be for you, and I will go over that in another video. So now I'm going to start adding my videos. Like example, your intros. If you have a super chat, super sticker video, you have a membership video, you have your countdown video, all that would go right here. So what I'm going to do is, this is automatically what they give you. If you hover over it, you can see how it shows you what that video is going to be. You can hover over it to see. You don't have to use it right away, but again, that's what they give you standard. So I'm going to remove that, and now I'm going to add my own. And it asks you automatically when you're doing something, do you want to do this? Yes, of course. Now I'm going to go back to the little button, the little plus sign, and I'm going to add my videos. For example, everything I need is already downloaded in my file for that show. So for example, I have my intro, which is the warning, and I do these in order for a reason, because that way I can keep them in order as I go through the show. Then I have my countdown. That was the warning one. This is my new updated countdown. And then once that's done, I'm going to add my new intro, which is I got the dollars, let them have it. Then I'll add it there. And as you see, it goes in order of how I'm putting it in here. If you want it in a specific order, click it in that order first. Now what I'm going to do is, because now I do my members only scrolls of credits, I do them at the end of the show now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that's towards the end. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, and then I already have all these downloaded already per project. This helps me when I go live, that I can just do this, and I do this right before the shows. Now there's my super chat, super sticker thank you video. And then I'm going to add, the next one I do is the members, thanking somebody for being a member. And then I'm going to add, that should be my outro. Now, when I start the show, I will click on this and it automatically comes. It stops. Then I have my actual countdown ones. Start it. It plays. You're done. Then I have my new one with the I got the dollars, let them have it. And then during the show, which I just realized I messed up already. Oh my God, I don't have my credits from the end of the show. Well, guess what? That's okay. Because I'm going to go right here and delete this and remove it. And then I'm going to go back here because I didn't add mine. So right now, the updated one is December 27th, which is the members of the channel. Then I also have Ko-fi, buy me Ko-fi, K-O-F-I. And that would be this one. And I'll add that one. Now I can add my outro. This is when I end the shows. Updated outro. Now they're in order. For the beginning of the show, I'll play the warning, the countdown, and that special I got the dollars video. Then I'll go into going live. At the end, I will then press my members logo to end the show. This gives people more time to chat within the chat while I'm live on YouTube. So that's why I do these now at the end instead of at the beginning, because I'm trying to shorten the beginning up. So there's that one, and then I'll go ahead and play this one next. And meanwhile, some people will ask me, how do I get the different pictures in between each clip? This is how. It's called the overlay. If you're having the free version, this will be your overlay. But because I am on the basic plan, I can remove that one. And again, everything is already in my file, so I'm going to hit the plus sign. Right here, you have to hit the plus sign. And then you're going to start adding your whatever overlays you would like. In this case, I have them in order of, I do this one first. Now, because I've cut out the two members ones, I really don't need that one. So I can definitely keep it or leave it. It doesn't matter. I can even use it at the end of my show. That's fine. But I'm going to remove it right now because I don't use it at the beginning. So again, if you make a mistake, you can always delete it and then add it again later. So in this case, I want to add the ones that I usually use in the morning, which will be, for example, where's my other one? Oh, there it is. There's the first one. Then I have the second one, which is this one. And then I have the heart in the hand. So for example, say I'm ready to start the show and I'll go live. When you go live, this is where this is going to go into play. You're going to hit the word go live. I'm going to take, what I do is I take off this recording button. I don't want it to record for me because it's already going up to YouTube. I really don't want to use EVMUX as a storage for my videos unless I'm hitting record to record a live like I'm doing here. And then I can do that if you're doing a recording for, say, a video. So once you do that, you're going to hit live and it's going to ask you, do you want to go live? You're going to hit yes. It's going to ask you to make sure you're ready to go live. Same thing when you're ending the show. When they're ending the show, it's going to be just an in and you're done. So you want to make sure you're ready to end the show as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to hit start, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an example. Like once I'm live, what I do is before I go live, I do have also, I forgot to do for my morning show, is a background. You can even do a movie video type background. So before we go live, let's do this and add that background, because right now it's black. You see how it's black. What I'm going to do is I already have it downloaded, and that's this one here. It's a video MP4 file. So once it does that, it's going to be in your background. Now you can use theirs or you can upload your own. Again, once you change it, that is your background. That's the EVMUX background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add mine and watch what happens. It's a little moving. It moves. So once you do that, that'll be my background when I go live. So when I hit live, that's already on. And then what I'll do is I'll play my first video. And then what I'm doing after that as the video is playing, I already have the next overlay up. That way when that video ends, you'll see this on the screen. And I do that between each video clip. So while the next one's playing, attention, new member, I'm going to change it to the next one. And that's what I do between each one to give something on the screen between each video clip. And then once you get the hang of that, it is very easy. Now, that is basically how you would set up the running of your show. You could put out your video clips like for your super chat, super sticker, members, whatever, countdown, whatever. That's where you would put these at in those areas. Now, if you want to do something a little bit different and you want to bring some professionalism to your videos or your live shows, what I'm going to do is when I add myself to the screen, I will then add myself here, and then you have these little dynamic scenes that are automatic that you can change. For example, if you want to do different layouts, it'll make it bigger, but then I'll have something I'm going to show you in a few seconds, like when sharing the screen. So you have different layouts that you can use or you can add, but it automatically defers to this one. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add some extras to this when you're going live. For example, the brand right here where it says brand, If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see that word brand. You can hit the word brand, and then you can customize the layout. For example, there's a sample of what it would look like if you had a banner. This is what it would look like if you had just a sample banner. Then also you want to show the date and time ticker, which I do to all my shows now. So you click that and it automatically, for example, they give you samples of banners and tickers. You have your banner sample, which that's what it would look like. And your ticker. The ticker will be the thing that goes at the bottom of the screen along the bottom. Notice there's a date. But because I'm using this particular sample, it only shows you the date. So you can take it and click it off, click that off, and you're done. Now, when you're in your sample ballot and you're going back to your brand, when you're changing the logo, it's going to show you what it would look like when you're using that style. You can pick your different styles. These are the ones that automatically have for you to use if you choose to use those. These are what they would look like, and then the different styles. Now, if you want to change the coloring, you can also change the coloring by clicking the color teardrop right here. And I always go in the morning show with my purple. And as you see, it automatically gives you a circle there, but you can move it wherever you want, and that's what it would be. Then you can customize if you don't want that particular banner. When you customize, let me move myself over a little bit because where I need to is right there. Choose a different style. When you click choose a different style, you have all of these to choose from. So this is like my typical one I go to. And then we can close it, and you'll see what it looks like when I'm in the studio. Right there. Let me lower that so you can see me. So, for example, I can also add a banner around my picture, my screen. You can also change the colors. If you hover over this little line, you slide it, it changes the colors. So you can even do that, change the colors. If you want to change the size, just scroll across the side and it changes that for you. But you want to make sure you have it exactly around the outside of your screen. That's very simple and easy. And again, you can tailor this to whatever you would like. So let me take the banner off. Let me move myself over a little bit, and we'll take that banner off. Now, say I'm having a ticker scroll. You see how it does the date here? It's because that's the brand I'm using. But what you can do is on your brands, you can also change the style. There's the banner. I want a ticker. Now you see how I changed it. It also shows the time and the date right here at the bottom. So you can adjust this however you see fit for your live shows. And I love using this format for the bottom ticker. So you can change it. And I played around with this for a while. Actually for a whole day. Before I did my first video on this. And so that's how you would change it. Change the colors. Now, the fun part begins. For example, you have the little music tab right here. And let me take this off of here because it looks weird with me having myself on here twice. And just remove myself right here. But before I go any further, let me do this. As I'm on the screen, and say you want to do a share screen. For example, I'm going to hit the little share screen TV right here. You're going to add your screen. Now you're going to have a choice. Let me move myself over again. You're going to have either the tab, a window, or an entire screen. In my case, I'm using 3 monitors. So I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to choose the monitor I want to share. If you're changing and adding audio, for example, like I do on Bingo, I will then toggle it over and hit share. Now anything I share from that will share the auto as well. So for example, if I was to add this to the screen, now I'm side by side because I'm using the side by side dynamics. But say I want to shrink myself. So what you can do one of two things. As long as you're second on the monitor, whatever you share your screen with, when you hit this little setting, the 1, 2, 3, the 4th one, notice how it shrunk me down to the corner at the bottom, and the main screen that I'm sharing is the main one. But say, for example, I go back here and I was first. Again, when I go to do this, it puts me, whatever screen is first is going to be your main share screen. The easiest thing about this is I'm going to take and click on this little section where it's at the bottom. So that's the screen I'm going to share. And watch what happens when I hold it. I'm pressing my mouse and I'm going to move it. It automatically did it for me. And that's how you switch it to what you're sharing, so it could be bigger on the screen for yourself. And for example, when I'm doing bingo, I do this a lot with bingo as well. All right, now to conclude the video, I hope this helped for you to get started, where you got your projects, how do you set up a live show. You can also do recordings for other types of videos like the one I'm doing today. Or if you have any questions, please make sure to let me know. But also my next video that will be coming out will be more in depth of other features that you can use during your live shows and what other features you can use during a live show. I didn't want to bombard with too much in the first video. I want to kind of keep it a little short. But the next video will give you more details when you are live and other features. So I hope this helps. And one more thing before you leave, I would love to ask you to do something that's free. Right below the video, there's that word subscribe. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out by hitting the notifications, the bell, that lets you know when I come out with another video or go live. And then hit me the thumbs up, that'd be greatly appreciated. But most importantly, leave me those comments. All those comments do help. I do love replying to each one of those comments. And if you have any questions, please make sure to ask them there because I can turn it into the next video. And as I say before I end each and every one of my videos and all my live shows, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear?